human, I'm a human. You are bound to err, you are bound to sin. The consolation of it is I have a Lord who is most forgiving, and I will go and I will seek forgiveness, and I will continue to seek forgiveness.
Bismillah walhamdulillah. Assalamu'alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everyone. And that quote that you just listened to is from none other than Mufti Menk, one of the most inspiring scholars and speakers out there, mashallah. And that quote, it has become a recent favorite of mine. I remember being there during the lecture, and immediately I had to write it down because it hit me hard. It spoke to me on such a personal level. It reminded me of who I am as a slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Every day we slip up, right? Knowingly and unknowingly. And yet, isn't it incredible to know that we have a creator who knows us ultimately, both our great deeds and dirty laundry, and yet he forgives. If there's anything that we can take from this blessed month of Ramadan, it is to let go of our ego and acknowledge that we are in need of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, His forgiveness and mercy. I'm sure many of you can relate that during the nights in search for Laylatul Qadr, we would mentally list all of our shortcomings, get overwhelmed, drowning in regret, and yet we are inspired to stand before our Creator because deep inside, our soul tells us that who should we cling to other than the one who promises his forgiveness? Speaking of Laylatul Qadr, Alhamdulillah, I've made a dua card on forgiveness. One of them is the powerful dua taught by our mother of the believers, Aisha radiallahu anha. Allahumma innaka afuun tuhibbul afwa fa'fu anni. It means, "Oh Allah, you're all forgiving, you love to forgive, so please forgive me." The link is on the description below. Feel free to download and share with your loved ones. And again, we remind ourselves that one of the best ways to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is to sincerely acknowledge who we really are as a person, including our shortcomings, and continuously ask for His forgiveness and guidance.